Hey everybody, what's going on? Coming back to you just to show off some stuff that I picked up this weekend. Ended up going to Second & Charles and got some stuff. They had a deal because it was Black Friday weekend or whatever. Buy 5 issues, get 5 for free. They're doing that a lot lately and I'm really enjoying it. But I picked up some other stuff as well. So I'll show the novel I picked up. This is The Amazing Adventures of Kavalier and Clay by Michael Chabon. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Chabon, maybe. This was a recommendation by a very, very good friend of mine, Dr. Monkeybot. He said that it's one he reads regularly over again, and that, you know, if there was one recommendation he could have people pick up, this would be it. So, picked it up. Very excited to read it. I got it for like $5, so very, very cool. Also picked up this X-Men Legacy, the Legion story line that I absolutely adore. This is the hardcover omnibus. It's the only, I guess it's an omnibus because it's the entire story in one book. Picked it up. Cover price is $75. I got it for $22. Shout out to Nate for grabbing that for me while I was hunting single issues. The Life After. Joshua Hale Fialkov doing the writing and Gabo doing the art, I'm guessing. It's a 10-issue Oni Press series. So it's about like a guy going to take on heaven and hell to change what the afterlife is like, from what I gather. But this is issue 1, 2. The lighting in the comic cave is terrible. 3. Or maybe that's better. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. So I got the entirety of that series for $5. The Nameless by Grant Morrison and Chris Burnham. This was a 6-issue series. And so I got number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I just got to pick up number 6 somewhere. I don't think it should be too hard. And if it comes down to it, my comic shop. That's even if I like the first 5 issues. I heard it was kind of out there and crazy, but I'm down for that sometimes. So pretty stoked about that. Something else I don't really know anything about, but it looked interesting. This is Sacred Creatures, issue 1. Pablo Raimondi and Klaus Janson. I'm known to Klaus Janson's artwork. But this came out like July. And I never heard anything about it. So I'm curious. I believe when I looked it up, like issue 6 is coming out in January or something like that. So it's like double the size of a regular issue. It feels very thick. So I'll read this and see if I like it or not. Matt Kent's Ether, issue 1. Haven't read any of this, but I'm usually a fan of Matt Kent's stuff, as long as he keeps the story moving. That's sometimes a problem with him. Cry Havoc, this is issue 6. I don't have 4 or 5, but when I see them, I'll pick them up. I loved the first 3 issues, and very excited to at least have the last one. 2 more to go. Another one I picked up, Judge Dredd issue 1 from the Swarzynski run. I was given the trades by Mercy for Mercy's Little Show. Absolutely loved it. And super stoked to find this. Just in case I ever meet anybody who worked on the title, I could have them sign this. Plus the cover is super cool. Shiny gold. And last but not least, something I was super stoked to come across. Harrow County #1. Second copy of it for me. First printing. This they had for $5. Not the cover price that I paid for my first one, but just as good. So now I have a second copy if I ever happen to meet Cullen Bunn or Tyler Crook. Have them sign it and frame it up. Yeah, that was that Second and Charles haul. Over the weekend, I did a lot of thinking, and I think I'm gonna change things up on the channel. I don't know if I'm able to, but if I can, there's a possibility of a name change for the channel, and not necessarily a full-on direction change, but I'm leaning more towards doing something else. We'll see how it goes. I've been very stagnant in this incarnation of my channel, and it's taking its toll on me. I mean, obviously not physically or anything like that, more mental. I feel stuck, and I don't want to be stuck. So, like I said, I'm thinking about making some changes, and stay tuned for that. If I'm able to do it, it'll probably happen relatively soon. But it's not to say that I'm not going to be picking up comics and stuff like that, because I will be. I'm just going to cut down on my pull list a whole lot to have money for some other things. I mean, I've already stopped doing current issue hauls, and that's something you can keep looking forward to. Not seeing my new Comic Book Wednesday hauls. If I keep doing Second and Charles, you'll see those hauls, back issues, trades, that type of stuff. You'll just be seeing some other stuff as well. That's it, I guess. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me. If you have, over all the crazy that's happened this year, really in particular. And I'll see you later. Bye.